another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm your host, Yun9Slim.
And I'm your co-host, Kim.
All right, there we go. I don't know if they can hear you, but it should be working.
They should be able to hear me. I can hear them. We got people on hold.
Oh, you got people on hold already. Hold up.
You've already connected them, but they're on mute.
All right, hold up. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. What do you want to talk about today?
Okay, so what should we cover first?
Let's talk about this motherfucking weather, okay? Let's talk about this nasty ass fucking weather. Today,
people that don't know how to drive.
I went and I found out it was fucking 13 degrees before I was supposed to go to work today, and I instantly decided that I wasn't going.
Your mind was already made up that you weren't going yesterday, before you knew the weather.
It was a predetermined thing, but once I heard 10 degrees, you know what I'm saying? Like, why should I go to work today? I'm not going to work today.
Wait till next week when it's back to normal temperature for the winter.
I mean, do you feel like you should be fired, disciplined for calling out in a shitty weather day?
I don't, because I called out. I know calling no shows on both days. I didn't even call out. I just didn't show up.
So you just didn't.
And then stopped in to pick up my paycheck today.
So you called out.
I didn't even call out.
You didn't call out.
Well, I told him I wasn't coming.
So you just decided that, hey, I'm not going, and had the guts to go pick up a check.
Yep.
And you didn't go to work today.
Yep.
You didn't go to work yesterday.
Nope.
You didn't call.
Nope. But I did tell them on Wednesday that if it snowed, I wasn't coming. So they were pre-warned.
Hey, if I did that shit, I would be fired. I would be fired.
I'm sure I'll be reprimanded. I'm sure I'll be slapped on the wrist.
Oh, slap on the wrist.
But how I'm letting the company down and yada yada yada.
I can't imagine if I went to work and decided that I wasn't just gonna call, I wasn't gonna show up for 2 days. 2 days.
Anthony does it.
That's not me. Anthony's one of the golden boys.
He's allowed.
One of the golden boys, man.
He's allowed. He'd be suspended for a week.
More than a week. I'd be
permanent vacation.
What do they call that? What do they call that? Permanent suspension?
A permanent vacation.
What do they call that? Pink slip? Yeah, that's what I would have got.
Yeah.
That's what I would get. I mean, it's nasty, man. It's just nasty outside. So you cannot fault someone for not coming to work.
In a state of emergency.
In a state of emergency. Why should I come?
Now, we'll give emergency personnel are the exception to the rule, but we're not emergency personnel. We're just regular old workers. They have to be at work. We don't.
Oh, God. Otherwise. Anyway.
What, the Philadelphia Eagles?
Well, the Eagles.
You think they got what it takes with Nick Foles? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared.
It's a repeat of the last game against Dallas. You're in trouble.
More than just trouble. I mean, it's scary, to be honest with you. It's scary, but I still believe in my birds. You know what I mean? Like, but this is how I feel. Like when you have, like, say somebody, you beat up your little brother, right? That's fine, right? Or you talking shit about your little brother. It's okay. You know, if other true Eagle fans talk shit about the Eagles, I'm okay with that.
That's okay,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, it depends on how far we're going with the shit talk.
Right.
But
the non-Eagles
when the national fucking media said that the Philadelphia Eagles were the 12th team in a 12-team race,
and they were the best team in their division. They were number one in their division.
No. We were the best team in the fucking league.
Yeah.
The best team in the league.
So, and the funny thing is, like, I was listening to your sports show earlier, and they were all going through what their predictions were, who was going to win this week, and who they thought was going to go to the Super Bowl. And none of them said the Eagles. Nobody said the Eagles. They all said the Patriots and Minnesota Vikings. Nobody said the Eagles. Not one person.
Slap face. A slap in the face.
They didn't even mention
You have the nerve to tell the 13-3 Philadelphia Eagles, the 13-3 Philadelphia Eagles, the number one team in the NFL, the number one against the run. Number one against the run. We're the best red zone offense in the league. The guts.
There's no other team that has a
The
better
guts
record.
to tell the national audience that the Eagles are the 12th ranked team in the NFL playoffs this year.
How do they even figure that?
I'm appalled. How did they figure it?
Yes.
They figured it. They're going off of 2 fucking drives and Nick Foles, 3 drives, and Nick Foles had against the Dallas Cowboys.
But they can't even count the Dallas Cowboys game because that was, you know what I mean? Technically,
obviously the national media
they didn't even have to play that game.
They didn't have to play.
I mean, Buffalo got in by default.
They counted against us.
They're talking better about it. Yeah.
They're counting it against us.
They are, yeah.
And they have the nerve.
I knew that was going to happen.
They have the nerve to tell us that we're the 12th ranked team. The 12th ranked team. What a joke. What a joke.
Let's take some callers.
Hold on. Hello, you're on Barbershop Talk Radio. Who am I talking to? Hello? All righty.
I guess
Next
they hung
call.
up. I think they hung up.
No, they ain't hang up there. I put them on mute. But anyway.
The one call hung up. That's okay.
All right, now listen.
How about...
I'm excited, personally. I'm personally excited about this week of upcoming NFL playoffs.
Wow.
You know, other than the Eagles, you know, I don't give a damn. I don't care what the national media thinks or says or whatever. I'm excited about what's going on
Well,
in the playoffs.
how about the whole Patriots thing with Tom Brady and the coach?
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. We'll get it. That's more gossip than anything.
Hey.
I mean, that's more gossip than anything.
Yeah, but I just think it's awful convenient that it's coming out now in playoffs when they got rid of this other quarterback a long time ago.
But listen here, man. Like, I'll touch on that. Nothing can shake the New England Patriots. Nothing shakes the New England Patriots. They've won 5 out of 7 Super Bowls.
Let someone else have a turn.
I mean, yeah.
That's how I look at it, but other people see it differently. They say, yeah, let them continue winning. I say let someone else have a turn.
Well, they're not going to have a turn. They are the turn. They dominate the NFL. They've always dominated the NFL since I can remember, like since 2000. They dominate the NFL.
Now, I think the Super Bowl is rigged, and I like to say that Super Bowl will be the Vikings. The Vikings will be in the Super Bowl because it's in Minneapolis this year. I don't know. That's just what I think. That's just what I feel. I feel like the Vikings somehow will make their way to the Super Bowl because it's in their hometown.
That's never happened in NFL history.
I know. There could be a first.
I mean, that never has happened.
No. The Patriots have won the Super Bowl every year since 9/11. Well, not every year, but the first year they won was 9/11.
They've made it 7 times, won 5.
Their first year was 9/11, and everyone said it's patriotic, patriotism, all that stuff after 9/11.
That's just Brady and Belichick shit. I mean,
you really think they're that good?
When you have the greatest coach and the greatest...
Is he the greatest coach, though?
Yes, he is the greatest coach. When you have the greatest coach and the greatest quarterback in NFL history, what more can you expect?
Yeah,
I mean, like
they're saying that he's not Bill Belichick. If he's not the coach of the Patriots, like a lot of teams will pay a lot of money to have the best coach.
Coaching is teaching, and he just seems to be probably the best teacher in the world.
Is that the case,
football,
or did he just have a good team?
No, he didn't. Because if he just had a good team,
the team's not
if
all
he just had a
Tom
good
Brady.
team. Okay, I'll put it like this. Back in 2003, John Gruden inherited the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was just a good team, and he won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
He won the Super Bowl. Now, he couldn't sustain success after that.
Right.
Now, if he was a good coach,
He would have been able
he would have been able to do that. Bill Belichick has sustained year after year after year. Even you can't even say it's just Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Tom Brady has went down, and he still has won 11 games in the NFL. You can't sit here and say that it's just.
Who else is good on that team besides?
He's reinvented himself. Has Andy Reid reinvented himself?
No,
Yeah. But he hasn't won a Super Bowl.
He has reinvented himself, but now they're talking about firing him too if he doesn't win tomorrow's game.
Well, listen. Kansas City Chiefs weren't shit before Andy Reid.
No, they definitely weren't. And they've made it to the playoffs every year since Andy Reid has gotten there.
Not every year. They missed the playoffs 2 years ago.
They've
only
almost
missed the playoffs
undefeated
one time.
Year?
They missed the playoffs one time since Andy Reid has been there.
Wasn't that last year or the year before that? They were almost undefeated.
No, they weren't. They were a good team. They started out undefeated this year. They weren't going to go.
Maybe this year. And
they
then
weren't going to go
Eagles,
undefeated
right?
the whole season. No.
Yeah.
They started out 6-0, and they hit a wall. Everyone, discredited them. But Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs are definitely a team to watch out for. That's how I feel.
I would like to see the Eagles in Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
The Eagles have to win. I'm just taking it one game at a time with the Eagles.
Yeah, you never know, man. Luckily, they have a bye this week.
Yeah. Let's talk about some playoffs football right now. Tomorrow it's Jacksonville actually, I don't believe they play tomorrow. They play on Sunday, I believe. Jacksonville Jaguars versus, let's see, who the hell do they play? I keep forgetting. What the fuck do they play? I got that shit written down. Okay, Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Buffalo Bills. The third seed versus the sixth seed. And then we have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans. Fourth seed versus the fifth seed. Tennessee made it on the last day. Kansas City's at home. And, of course, they're favored. I don't know the odds. Check to see what the odds are for that game. The Panthers, the Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints. Fifth seed versus fourth seed. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Buffalo Bills, 3 versus 6. The Falcons versus the Rams, that's 6 versus 3. Let's start with the Rams versus the Falcons. Now, if the Rams win, they play the Minnesota Vikings, the number 2 seed. If the Falcons win, they automatically play the Philadelphia Eagles, who's the number 1 seed. Now, I think,
right?
As an Eagles fan, I'm biased. I'm not going to lie. Everyone knows that I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. As an Eagles fan, I feel like I would rather play the Falcons. I want the Falcons. If I could pick and set up our path to the Super Bowl, I would play the Falcons in the first round. Well, actually, it would be the second round. We would have a bye in the first. I would play the Falcons. And then I would ask for maybe if Carolina can go to Minnesota. If Carolina can upset the Saints, then go to Minnesota, beat the Minnesota Vikings, and become the Philadelphia in the NFC Championship game for the Super Bowl. See who goes to the Super Bowl. I want the Falcons and the Panthers. Falcons, Panthers. Now, number 6 seed and number 5 seed. I don't think that's ever happened. I mean, it hasn't happened since I can remember, except for back in 2008 when the Eagles were a 6 seed and Arizona Cardinals were a 4th seed. That was the 2 lowest ranking seeds I've ever seen make it to a championship game. But if this can happen this way, that's the Eagles' easiest way I wouldn't say easiest, but our idea,
Chance.
our idea, ideal path to the Super Bowl. But the Rams ain't no joke. Todd Gurley's a beast.
And apparently, all the Super Bowl predictions are saying the Patriots and the Vikings.
Patriots and Vikings, and that's what the national media says. The national media.
That's whatever the odds are. Like, that's that picker.
Well, they have no idea, man.
Right.
It's just like everyone goes on TV and says, I'm an expert, but they're really no expert.
No,
like,
they're not. They're just
regular guessing
people.
just like me or you or anybody else.
Because they're not always right.
They're never right, to be honest with you. They're never right. We'll see, though. But, all right, Todd Gurley, they have a young quarterback, just like the Eagles had, and Goff. He went before Carson Wentz in last year's draft. So, but the Falcons are coming off a Super Bowl where they blew a 21-point lead. So we know the Falcons can actually make it. We know they can play football. It's the consistency is what the problem is. They lack consistency. They can run the ball better than anybody. They really can. They run the ball better than anybody. They really can. But they choose not to run the ball because they want to win the way they want to win.
Right.
And you can't play football like that. And that, back to the Eagles, but that's the same way the Eagles play. We're the number one rushing team. If we wanted to be, we stop running the ball because Doug Peterson chooses not to.
And Nick Foles, they lost because it was cold. It was cold.
I heard that. I
mean,
mean,
it was cold. It's the beginning of January. Nick Foles is like he lives in Philadelphia. Of course, it's going to be cold.
But that still doesn't mean that.
If anything, the Eagles would have played better. They should have played better because they playing in the cold.
That's what people think. But listen, it's cold to me, just like it's cold to you.
You know how your game...
Doesn't matter if I live in Florida. Doesn't matter if I live in Minnesota. Doesn't matter if I live in L.A. Doesn't matter if I live in Hawaii.
Yeah, you could be the best team in the world.
If we're playing in the cold, we're playing in the cold.
Yeah. And
it's cold. It's just as cold to me as it is cold to you.
You guys experienced that in your football league when you played in the rain at one time. There's nothing you could do. Like, nothing you could do.
That was the coldest, wettest, nastiest game I've ever played.
And you guys just didn't have a chance, and there was nothing you could do about it.
But we were on the field. Like, this is how it was. I'm glad you brought that up. We were on the field, and we were better than the team that we were playing against.
Right.
We were way better than them. They actually, but not really. We were way better than them.
Right.
But in the cold, in the rain,
when you're wet, you're slipping all over the place.
It stopped. It took away from our talent.
Yeah.
It took away from our talent. So we basically were even.
Right.
So when it comes to the Eagles, the cold might hurt them.
Their talent. Yeah.
It might hurt them.
Yeah.
Because even if you're better than the team, now you're even because you're both freezing.
Right.
And cold, win football games, everyone says you have to run the ball. That's what you have to do in the NFL. In the cold, you have to run the ball. You can't pass the ball. It's hard to catch. It's like trying to catch a brick.
Right.
It's like man. But like you said, that evens the odds. The elements even the odds.
Yeah.
It's just. I just hope it's not as cold when that game comes for the Eagles, man.
Yeah, I hope they have 2 weeks to do whatever they need to do. I've heard all kinds of excuses. Nick Foles, he didn't have any. Nobody was covering for him and all kinds of stuff. We just see they got to come better than they did with the Cowboys.
Well, they had 8 starters on the bench against the Cowboys, so I'm not even.
Did they start out with all their starters?
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Just Nick Foles.
Yeah, they had Nick Foles and a couple of the starting receivers, and that was it. So I don't. It doesn't matter.
You can't count that game. It shouldn't even be judged for that game. Technically, they didn't even have to play that. They shouldn't even have played that game.
Well, they should have just benched everybody.
Right.
But I I don't think you can just bench everybody and sit out for 2 weeks and then come back and expect to just turn on a switch. Like, it just doesn't work like that.
No.
It doesn't work like that.
This 2-week break might hurt them.
It doesn't work like that. I hope it doesn't. But, okay, the next game, I really hope it doesn't work. I just hope it doesn't. We'll see what happens. All right, we got Jacksonville and the Buffalo Bills. Jacksonville and the Buffalo Bills.
Got in by default. And I saw on the TV earlier, the Buffalo Bills sent 14,000 wings to Baltimore as a thank you for them getting in the playoffs. Like, wow, that's a real fuck you. Like, here's some wings from Buffalo. Thanks for think we got in the playoffs because of you guys. Thanks. Like,
yeah, what a slap in the face.
Yeah, slap in the face.
Like,
but it's funny. Something I probably would have done.
I mean,
technically, they wouldn't have got in if it wasn't.
I mean, you don't really watch football for the most part.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna get your picks on this. So, who do you have? Who do you have? All right, we'll go back to the last game. Rams or Falcons? Falcons. Okay. All right. Jaguars or Bills?
Bills.
The Bills. Got the Bills on?
Yeah. I'd like to see them.
Okay, you got the Bills winning. Okay. Panthers or Saints?
Panthers. I don't know who's on any of these teams.
Okay. All right. Chiefs or Titans?
Chiefs.
Okay, so you have the Chiefs, Panthers, Bills, and Falcons.
Not for any specific reason. I'm just picking who I would like to see win.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. That's cool.
All right. Now, what do you pick?
Me?
Yeah,
my picks?
Who do you got?
All right. My picks are.
Atlanta, right?
I want Atlanta to win. But
I know you do.
I want them to win, but I don't think they're going to win.
Only because for the Eagles.
All right. Give me the Rams.
All right.
Give me the Rams.
What?
Give me. Wow. Damn. Shit. Give me the Chiefs. I'm thinking about this shit.
So you're good when you for football, when you think about it and you put the players together and who they're playing against, you tend to be really good with that. You tend to pick the right picks. Sometimes you overthink it.
Every year I like to pick a road team and a home team. So I think I already went with the Rams, so that means, let's see.
Are they home or away?
The Rams are home.
Okay.
Jags are home, but I'm not picking the Jags. Hold up, I haven't figured that out now.
Chiefs are away, right?
The Chiefs. You know what? I think I'm going to take. I think I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, I would like to see the
I think
Buffalo
I'm taking
Bills.
the Bills.
Because the last time they.
If LaShawn McCoy plays, I'm taking the Bills.
See, they're so far they're saying
what, the Bills have
it's
a
a
good
game
defense.
time decision, and they're saying he might say, "Give me a shot so I can play in the game." You know. I would like to see the Buffalo Bills make it.
Wasn't that your favorite team? No,
It was.
That was your favorite team when you were a kid, right?
That was mine and Nikki's. Thurman Thomas and Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
We had in our art class, we had to make plaster things of our face. We had put our face this big plaster thing, then we got to paint it. I painted half side red, other side blue, and I put Thurman Thomas on it and his number.
Everybody liked Thurman Thomas because they were already in the fucking Super Bowl. I mean, always.
But that was the last time they've been in the playoffs since then. So I like to see the underachiever come up. I don't like to see the same
they're the
team.
underdogs. They're the underdogs.
Yeah.
They're definitely the underdogs.
Yeah. I don't like to see the same teams over and over. I like to see the team that you would least expect to come up and win it. I don't want it to be like, the Patriots, who everyone automatically expects is gonna go. No. I want to see someone else have shit. All right.
Give me the Panthers. Rams. I'm going with Rams, Chiefs, Bills, and the Panthers. Rams, Chiefs, Bills, and Panthers. That's what I'm doing.
All right. So we got.
That's what I'm doing.
Panthers, Bills, Chiefs. So it's only the Rams and the Falcons game that we got different. I got Falcons. You got Rams.
That's what I got.
The rest
that's the
of
only,
them
everything,
are all the same.
You got the
Rams
Falcons.
and the
You got the Falcons. I want to.
See,
I want to see what everybody else got. I want to see who everybody else has.
Yeah.
I want to see who everybody else got. I mean, am I the only one that thinks that the Panthers are going to win? I mean,
I don't know. I'm not picking up for any specific reason. Yeah, I'm just saying Panthers. Yeah. Not for any. There's no motive behind it.
Back to my Philadelphia Eagles. Once again. I have to give a little shout out to Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson. They became all pros, I believe, for the first time each. All pro. That's like better than Pro Bowl. That's like you're the best of the best.
Really?
Out of the best. Yes.
Okay.
That's what that means.
Well,
so.
Has anyone else from the Eagles ever made it?
Oh, yeah.
A lot. Every year, right?
Brian Dawkins, like Eric Allen, like Rex White. Oh, there's plenty of. We've had plenty of all pros, but it's only even Jason Peters, an all pro. It's like it's like an honor of honor.
Okay.
Like, you know, like it's just
like the all-star team, basically. Like it's
like an all-star team out of the all-stars.
Right. Like you out of the whole team, you got picked to be the superstar. Like you were the best. You know?
Yeah. That's basically
you're
what it is.
You're the best on your team in that position or whatever. Like that. When I played softball, we had an all-star team too, and they picked out of each team the best players and put them on one team, and they became the all-star.
And they called that the traveling all-star team?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
How traveling?
Yeah, it was all-stars.
Softball?
Yep.
Softball. You can't play softball.
I can too. I made the all-stars my very first year playing. And I didn't start playing because I started playing when I was 15. And then next year, I was too old. I had to play for the high school.
I didn't know they had a traveling kickball team.
I wish they did. I would play that. I like kickball. We used to play kickball when I lived in the apartment. We used to play kickball. We used the sheds as bases. Stuff. It was fun.
Yeah, everyone played kickball.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. In first grade, you would be on the traveling kickball team.
I'll be on the traveling kickball team. I miss playing softball. There was some fun times there.
Yeah, softball's fun.
I was regretted that I started so late in life. I didn't start until I was 15. And I didn't want to play for the high school because playing for the high school team wasn't the same as playing for the town team. Plus, you had to get good grades and actually go to school to qualify for the high school team, which I didn't want to do. So.
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't play softball, but I didn't play township baseball until I was 15 as well.
Really?
Yeah. I was in ninth grade. That's my last year.
Yeah.
My last year of eligibility for the township team, and I was trying to sign up for baseball since I was like 12 years old, 11 years old.
And what happened? Nope.
It was just never.
Or just
back then.
Waited too late, or
no. I used to try to go to sign-ups and everything, but I lived in Brigantine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They always wanted money.
Right.
And
it costs a lot of money to sign up.
Didn't have it. Well, my mom didn't have it, so I never got a chance to play.
Yeah.
And back now they don't do that to kids.
Oh yes, they do.
If you don't have the money, they'll let you play.
Oh no, they don't.
I've never seen where when I was coaching football, there was kids that didn't have money to play, and they still let them play.
I guarantee they set up a payment arrangement or something. There's no way that they're going to let them play for free.
Oh, maybe that was just the organization I
right, and it might be because they want to have good players.
They gave them fundraisers to do.
Right. You sell these
candy bars to pay for their
You sell the candy bars
the candy
and
bars
cookies and stuff like that. Yeah. But nowadays they don't. Like my daughter gets all these papers home from school all the time about all these different sports, and she's like, I want to play soccer, I want to play softball, I want to do this and that. When I look at the paper and it says a $200 fee to sign up, I'm like, sorry. Maybe next year. Ask your dad. $200, as much as I would love to, it's $200 to sign up. And you got to buy the cleats. Then you got to buy the jersey. You know what I mean? It's expensive for kids to play sports.
Well,
it's the best thing for them to do because it keeps them off the streets. It keeps them out of trouble, but it's expensive.
I think they should. I think sports should be free to all kids.
Even
underprivileged underprivileged. I won't
I
say
agree.
underprivileged. They're not underprivileged.
Right.
I don't want to be put in a box of, you poor little kid, here, come play sports with us.
I'm sorry.
But I lived in a rich town.
You're eligible to play sports for free.
Or something of that nature.
Something like that.
But,
even the school sports cost money.
No, if you're good enough to make
it's free
to
play, but you got to buy certain shoes, and you know what I mean? You got to have a certain bat, and you got to have a certain
if you're good enough, they'll find ways around that. I'm just saying.
I'm sure.
For
I know.
Township sports, I wasn't able to play until I was 15, and that was only because my grandma paid money.
Right.
My grandma paid the money for me to play, like when I was 15 years old. So that was the only reason I played.
Now I don't know.
Baseball.
When I was it was 8th grade. I played softball. It was my last year. The next year I was in high school, and I had to play for the high school team. And I didn't want to try out for the high school team. So Why
not? Why didn't you want to try out for the high school?
Because you had to get certain grades, and I just decided from day one that I didn't like high school. The first 2 weeks of high school, I just cut. I just didn't even go. But my sophomore year, I don't know how she knew or what. She must have scouted us out. But my gym teacher, who was the softball coach, used to beg me, please, all you got to do is get a C. All you got, please, we can work with you if you can get a C. That's all we need you to do. Get a C average. I'm like, I don't know. I just playing on the high school team just didn't sound as interesting as playing, in the town league. It wasn't exciting to me. I wasn't interested. I didn't want nothing to do with high school, let alone stay after school for hours playing sports.
But if you loved the sport,
I would have, yeah.
It would have been worth it.
I regret not trying it, but I'm telling you, I never heard her ask anyone else. I don't even know how she even knew that I played softball. This was 2 years later in 10th grade. In gym class, she used to beg me, please, try out for the team. We need you to try out for the team. All you got to do is get a C average. She used to beg me to try out. And I'm like, I'll think about it.
And you decided that, hey, softball wasn't for me.
High school wasn't for me.
High school wasn't for you?
Yeah, high school wasn't for me.
Hey, man, I hear you. I mean, I get it, but all right.
Softball was high school.
All right. What if they had competitive sports like freeze tag?
Freeze tag.
What if they had
dodgeball? Well, they do have
competitive dodgeball.
Yeah, I'll play. Yeah.
Freeze tag, dodgeball, red light, green light. Red light, green light.
Suicide.
Yeah. Why don't they have pro sports like that? I would have been a pro, making millions.
Right?
Freeze tag.
Suicide.
I go seek.
Right.
I go seek fucking.
We used to wait for the bus.
I want to be a professional hide and go seek player.
Right.
And be what's the difference? They're games, just like.
Yes. Professional jailbreak.
I was the balls in it. Professional jailbreak.
I was the best at jailbreak.
I was the best at hide and go seek. What? Why? Why can't they have professional sports? I'm going to start my own professional.
It came out later when it was dark and everyone was already in the house eating dinner. They gave up looking for me when it came to jailbreak. I was sitting in my little spot, gave up. We can't find her. Forget it. Let's go in. I'd come out hi. I'm right here. Yeah, everyone's already in their house.
Yeah, you were one of those people that just was went in the house.
No, I didn't. No.
You were in the house.
No, I didn't.
Hid in the house and then act and everybody's outside looking for you, and you're in the crib.
I don't want to say the name of it, but in this apartment complex where I lived, they had these big trash things where the trash can was, and they had wood around it. And my little feet, I'd climb up on it, so when people looked underneath, they couldn't see my feet, but I was standing on there on the corner of it, and I was just sitting where the trash cans were, and this little wooden thing where the trash cans were.
So you were hiding in the dumpster.
And they were basically kind of.
You were hiding in the dumpster.
Not in the dumpster, but it was in the wooden thing that housed the dumpster.
That sounds like you were hiding in the dumpster.
It does kind of sound like I was hiding in the dumpster, but that's not what I'm getting at. Because the wooden thing around the dumpster.
You were in the dumpster.
Mm-mm.
So what part of the dumpster weren't you in?
No wonder why nobody could find us. Let's take some callers. No wonder why nobody could find me.
Yo, can you hear me?
Barbershop Talk Radio. What's your name? Hello? Yeah, we're talking about professional sports.
Like hide and seek.
Hide and go seek, freeze tag, red light, green light, suicide. How come they don't have pro sports like that, man?
Jailbreak.
Well, if you could make a silly game, just like baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey is, and if you could make a professional game that's silly, professional, and get paid millions for it, what would you do? What game would you have? What game would you make pro?
Capture the flag.
Capture the flag. Yo, that's a good one. I didn't even think of that one.
I never played Capture the Flag.
Capture the flag was the shit.
No, we didn't play that.
I was great
I never
at Capture
knew
the
what
Flag.
Capture the Flag was until you played Call of Duty.
You didn't know what Capture the Flag was until Call of Duty?
No.
Capture the flag is the shit.
No, we didn't have
Capture the
that.
flag is the shit. And
It took teamwork and physical. Like the faster you were, the more moves you had, the better. But you had to work as a team to get the flag.
definitely. I agree.
Teamwork.
I agree.
Teamwork sounds like a fun game.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
You had to come up with plans and shit,
Oh, Capture the Flag was the shit, yo. That was one of the better ones. But yo, give me your wins out of this week's playoff teams. I'm writing them down and just like we always doing shit. But who you got out of Kansas City and Tennessee Titans? Kansas City's at home. Who you got? Andy Reid's on the hot seat, bro. Tennessee barely. DeMarco Murray's not playing, so they're starting Henry.
And if Andy Reid loses this,
and there's been a lot of talk on ESPN that if Andy Reid loses this game, his ass is toast. So
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I said. They wasn't shit before Andy Reid got there. Who wasn't shit?
No, they weren't.
Any options? Like everyone's getting fired.
Give me a pick. You got somebody. I know you got somebody.
I guess I'll have to go with Kansas City, man. I mean,
Kansas City.
If there's an upset somewhere, I don't think that's
it's going to be that one. You got Tennessee. You got Tennessee if there's going to be an upset, right?
What does that mean? If there's going to be an upset?
I don't think that's going to be an upset, though.
All right.
What do you mean?
Panthers, Saints. The Saints are at home. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Saints, man.
Saints?
Yeah.
Okay. Jacksonville versus the Buffalo Bills. The Jags are at home.
The Jags.
You got Jacksonville? Man,
yeah.
That's cool. All right. You got Falcons versus the Rams. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Falcons, yo.
That's what I said.
Falcons. Kim picked the Falcons.
Yeah.
Kim picked the Falcons. Give him my pick. Tell me what I picked.
So you picked one pick: the Rams, Chiefs, Bills, and Panthers.
Yeah, that's who I think. That's
so
what I got.
The only one you guys got to name is the Chiefs.
So we got all opposite
except for the Chiefs.
But that's how it always happens, yo. Every time. That's what always happens. Like, bro, I want the Falcons. I want the Falcons to win, but I just don't see them beating them, man. I can't see them beating them. I can't see them beating them.
I think the Falcons will win because their defense is better.
You think the Falcons' defense is better than the Rams?
Yeah, they're secondary.
They do have a good secondary, but they don't rush your passer all that well, bro. They really don't. They don't rush your passer all that well. I mean,
they don't, but their secondary locks down, yo. This
They
guy
did.
ain't gonna.
Last week there was impressive. It was impressive last week. They were impressive. I didn't think they were going to win last week. I thought Seattle was going to win. And I thought the Falcons were done. I really did. I just didn't see it.
I was impressed with the way the Falcons secondary played.
But they're so up and down, bro. They're so up and
But
down.
The Rams can run the ball too, though. So.
Yeah, they can. Todd Gurley. All right, let me ask you this one more question about it. Do you believe that Todd Gurley should win the MVP?
I mean, I think that's up in the air, but he should be a candidate. You know what I mean? He should be in the running. I don't know if he should necessarily be MVP, but he should be in the running for it.
Well, not him, then who else do you think should be MVP?
There's a few people.
Quite a few this season.
Can our boy Carson still win the MVP? Did he do enough to still win the MVP?
I mean, I don't know how they look at it when they decide who gets it, but when you look at this, the fact that this guy set out for how many games and still
it's 3 games, bro.
Sitting there.
3.5 games.
He's still sitting there with the most touchdowns. I mean, that means something.
Touchdowns. Exactly. Still has the most touchdowns. He ended the season with the most touchdowns, and he missed 3.5 games, bro.
That's what I've said.
He should be.
Is he though?
He should be. Antonio Brown was in the running, but
they don't tell you who's in the running.
I think he missed 3 games as well. So if they end up just giving it to Tom Brady, what a joke!
Yeah.
What a joke, man! What a joke! The NFL is just a joke if they're just gonna give it to Tom Brady again. Like, I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah,
I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit, man. Yo, bro. Thanks for the call, dog. Yo, I'm not gonna hang up on you. I'm gonna bring you right back, but I'm gonna take another call real quick. Barbershop Talk Radio. Who am I talking to?
Ghost.
Who?
Ghost.
Shut up, bro. Yo, give me your picks right now. I got you on the spot right now. Who you got? All right, we got Falcons, Rams. I'm writing them down. If you win, you know what it is. All right.
You know what it is.
You know what it is. You still owe me from
If
last
I
year.
win, you know what it is.
Falcons, Rams. Who do you got?
I think the Rams.
Got the Rams? All right.
Yeah.
And
Jags, who?
All right. Now, go ahead. And what?
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to go to the next
The
game.
Jaguars are going to win.
Got the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Buffalo Bills. Okay. All right. Panthers and Saints.
I'm going to take the Panthers.
Panthers. All right. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans.
I'm going to take Tennessee as my upset.
That's your upset? Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's what somebody else just said. They had Tennessee as the upset. All right. Now, this is the other question. If you could make any kind of a, like a regular game like kickball, a professional sport, what would it be? Like freeze tag, red light, green light, jailbreak. What would you make? What would you make? Somebody say capture the flag. What would you make a professional sport?
Something that you never heard of.
What?
Bottle caps.
Bottle caps.
What is that?
I've never heard of that. You're right. I've never heard of that. How do you play bottle caps?
Listen, you make a big square. Each corners, you have different numbers. Then on the side, you got 2 different numbers on each side. Then in the middle, you got a dead box with a number on top of the dead box and on the bottom of the dead box. So you have to go from 1 to 12, I think it is. And then you could advance the number, pass the number totally if you hit somebody's other bottle cap. But if you go into the dead box, you got to start over.
That kind of sounds like hopscotch.
That sounds like hopscotch.
That sounds like hopscotch. But hey, I ain't knocking it, bro. I ain't knocking it. I mean, I never heard of bottle caps.
Probably a fun game.
It's fun, I'm sure. You played it as a kid.
It was a camp. It was an overnight camp game.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. I feel that.
Camp game.
Because you got to play tournament style in that.
All right.
And you could also make wiffle ball into a major league sport.
Yeah.
Wiffle ball, that's a good one.
That was a fun one.
Wiffle ball. I want to be a pro wiffle ball player.
Right?
That's all. That's a good one. That's definitely a good one.
I forgot about wiffle.
Wiffle ball's not easy to hit.
Oh, I know. Wiffle ball's like harder than hitting the baseball. Wiffle ball.
Well, you can't do that one anyway.
All right. Do you feel like our boy Carson Wentz should still be MVP this season? Yes. No, hands down, just yes.
Because
no Tom Brady, no Todd Gurley, nobody else, no Antonio Brown, just straight up.
If the Eagles didn't have Carson Wentz, they wouldn't have made it to the playoffs.
True.
Okay.
True. You're right. Absolutely right.
Okay. Him getting hurt kind of took away their chances to be the favorite to go to the Super Bowl.
So you feel like we're gonna
there's
lose?
There's a few other candidates out there for, MVP. You got Gurley, you got Jared Goff, almost the same numbers as Wentz has, but not the same amount of TDs.
Definitely, he's down, bro. I think Goff ended up with like 22 touchdowns, bro.
No, I think he got a little more than that.
And he played 3 more games than him, dog. He has a high passer rating, and he has almost close as many wins as Carson Wentz, but the productivity on the field was not the same, bro. Carson Wentz was a superstar, and Goff.
But you also got to look at it. How many wins did the Rams have last year?
That was Jeff Fisher. Nobody wins with Jeff Fisher.
It doesn't matter.
Nobody.
How many wins did they have?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe they had.
They went through 3 quarterbacks last year.
Nick Foles,
the Rams,
who's starting for the number 1 team now. They had Case Keenum, who's starting for the Rams,
right,
who's the number 3 seed right now. And I forget other quarterback.
You got a rookie coach on the Rams, and you got a rookie coach with the Eagles. Okay, so you got to give Jared Goff credit.
Second year, bro. I'm giving. This is Doug Peterson's second year, and yes, I do give the Rams coach credit, but I mean
because they won 10 more games than they did last year, basically.
He should be coach of the year if Doug Peterson didn't do what he did. I would give it to the Rams coach, but Doug Peterson did what he did.
But it also starts at the quarterback on the field too.
Yeah. But yo, bro, I got to roll, man. Thanks for your call. I'm gonna put you on mute. I'll come right back to you. Let's take another call.
The NFL MVP. Tom Brady.
Barbershop Talk Radio. You're in the air. Who am I talking to?
I had 14 touchdowns.
Barbershop Talk Radio. Yo, what's up, man? What's going on?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh, we good. We live, baby.
Yeah, you're on live right now, man. Yo, all right.
We live, baby.
Yo, all right. I want to what's your picks? I want to take your picks for tomorrow's games, bro. This weekend's games.
All right, so who you got tomorrow? We got Falcons, Rams, and who else?
All right. Who do you got out of the Falcons and Rams?
I'm going with the Rams.
Going with the Rams.
I'm
All
going
right.
with the Rams.
Jacksonville or the Buffalo Bills?
Jacksonville.
All right. Panthers or the Saints?
Saints.
All right. Kansas City or Tennessee? Who you got?
This one hard because Tennessee might upset them. Who home?
You got Tennessee?
I said who's home?
Kansas City's home.
Oh, all right. Then Arrowhead, I'm going with Kansas City.
Going with Kansas City? Okay.
Yeah.
Can't be mad at it.
Upset me.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, my team to go all the way is Pittsburgh Steelers, just to let you know now.
Okay. Yo, man, I ain't mad at Pittsburgh. If Pittsburgh had any chance to win it, this is the year for that. This is definitely the year for that. This is definitely the year for that. If they can finish a game against the Patriots. I'm sorry, I'm like stumbling and shit. Against the Patriots. If they finish a game against the Patriots, Pittsburgh definitely has a shot. That's
really like my only focus is New England. Like they just got rid of our players. They know our playbook a little bit. We got to switch it up now, like basically.
You guys are rivals right now. You guys are definitely rivals right now. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But you guys should have won that last game. Now, if you guys don't win that last game, it's hard to even say that you guys can beat them at all because it's starting to look like that you guys can't finish the game.
The drive we were supposed to score, we went up. We took the ball like 80 yards in like 2 plays.
Yeah, that was Juju Schuster-Smith.
Yeah, Juju made it up through.
Juju broke it down the sideline, but you guys didn't finish the game, bro. And you guys were blowing them out. You guys should have finished that game it shouldn't even have been that close. It shouldn't even have been that close. It shouldn't even have been that close.
They're the best team in the NFL, like to me. Like they got players, they got a coach, like they're complete. Like they're a hard team to beat.
You're absolutely right. Yo, listen. All right, we have one more question. Okay, now there's like kickball, red light, green light, freeze tag, jailbreak, capture the flag. Now, if you can make any sport other than the major sports there are, like a game that you can make into a professional sport, what would it be?
Dodgeball.
That's a good one.
Hey, that's a good one. That's definitely a good one. That's definitely a good one.
And hope Carson wins.
I would be a professional dodgeball player. I want to be a professional dodgeball player.
Listen, I'll be out there flying as hell too, geared up.
Your magic outfit.
Oh man.
If Carson wins, has a chance to win MVP.
There you go. Oh, he's not the Eagles pick.
I know,
do
but
you think who's your league MVP this year?
The candidates is Carson Wentz, you got Tom Brady, you got Todd Gurley, you got AB. But the circumstances, Carson Wentz and AB being injured, you got to give it to either Todd Gurley or Tom Brady because they're two of these people.
So you think? So who do you pick? Who would you pick if you were giving out the MVP?
I'm going with Todd. Listen, if the Rams win this game this week, I got Todd Gurley in that MVP.
He said, besides this Carson Wentz, Joe Montana, and John Elway were the only 2 other people that missed 3 games and still won MVP. But they said Carson Wentz still has a better touchdown thing than Tom Brady. There's more touchdowns.
I'm just different. If a guy with an MVP race and he just goes down and then playoffs, it's not the door to playoffs or nothing. And you can't get that because we don't know how you play in the playoffs, baby.
I mean, listen, the MVP is a regular season achievement, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It definitely is. It's a regular season award.
It is. It is. So
it is.
you can't sit here and say that what they do in the playoffs, bro. You can't. I mean, I know that has something to do with it. I know that has something to do with it. But you really can't. You're not supposed to say. They're not supposed to say that, but it does have something to do with it.
Yeah.
It really does.
Just like the last game against the Eagles played shouldn't be held against them, but it is. Yeah.
But like, listen, I'm going with Todd Gurley. That boy playing out his mind this season.
Yeah. As you said, Eagles were in the beginning of the season. Everyone picked them to be nothing, nobody, and they're 13-2, and that's because Carson Wentz took them there. 13-3, and that's because Carson Wentz brought them most of the way there.
But Nick Foles is actually.
Hey, Omar, but here's the thing. You don't hear me saying my boy AB though. I'm not saying AB because.
Well, you can't say AB. You can't say AB because he got hurt. I mean, once Carson Wentz went down, they were going to give it to him on some GP shit.
They're still thinking about giving
They're still thinking about
He's
giving
number
it to
3.
him.
It's
But
Tom
he hasn't
Brady,
done enough,
Todd Gurley, and Carson Wentz. He's number 3 in the
I'm sick of Tom Brady, bro.
Yeah.
Tom Brady doesn't deserve it.
AB got hurt week 16 and still made the league in yards. You out?
Yeah. But Carson Wentz got hurt 3 weeks ago and still leads the league in touchdowns. Passes. Come on. Give it to him. But, yo, bro, thanks for the call, dog. Yo, we're up against it, man. Yo, thank you. I'll holler at you, bro.
All right.
But, yeah. Yeah, we're up against it, man. It's almost over now. But this was our first
live
episode,
broadcast.
first live broadcast.
Tune tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow night around 8 o'clock. About 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Around 8 o'clock tomorrow. And we're going to go over some other things. We'll give us
current events,
our reactions on the earlier game, and then we'll,
see whose
it should be on.
predictions were right.
The game should be on tomorrow. Got 60 seconds left. Thank you for listening to Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm Yun9Slim. Thank you for calling in and talking.
You forgot your
everyone
co-host.
calling in. And
Tim.
Tim.
All right. Stay tuned for our next episode tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.